Hey yo, and welcome to American Wire. My name is Brian, and Senator Kennedy absolutely destroys this pro-choice witness.
Do you support abortion up to the moment of birth?
So I think that's a really hard question to answer because that just doesn't happen. You're asking me about something that simply doesn't happen.
Well, it's legal.
I will tell you
it's legal. It's legal in Vermont, New Jersey, Oregon, Colorado, New Mexico, Alaska, and the District of Columbia, and the left wing of the Democratic Party supports abortion up to the moment of birth. So, do you support that or oppose it?
I don't think. Let me say, I'm here to talk about the economics of abortion.
No, you're here as an expert.
And
I
think you're asking me a question as a person, which I'll answer as a person.
Okay, tell me as a person.
I will tell you as a person that I have ambivalence about abortion. I will tell you as a person, I haven't personally had an abortion. And I will also tell you as a person looking at the evidence around me and understanding how complex the decisions are that people face.
Okay.
I'm just simply uncomfortable
I got to move on,
thinking that
Professor,
there's a
'cause I don't
simple
think
answer
you're
that
going to
applies
answer
to
my
everyone.
question.
I trust women and their healthcare providers.
It's real simple. You either support abortion for a healthy mother and baby up to the moment of birth, or you don't. And I don't think it's a difficult question. How about you, doctor? Do you support, if the mother is healthy and the baby's healthy, do you support abortion up to the moment of birth?
So, Senator, you're using really inflammatory language to talk about a medical procedure, and it's not a simple yes or no. Not to mention, when you make statements like that, you're erasing the grief and the trauma that my patients are
You're not going to
going
answer my
through.
question either, are you?
It's not a question that
I
can
think
be answered
I think
in
I
an
know your
appropriate
answer.
way,
I think
Senator.
I know your answer. Mrs. Ford, okay? Let's take a baby at 21 weeks. Hold up, Mike. This is a baby at 21 weeks, okay? The baby can feel pain, right?
Yes,
And the baby's pretty developed, right?
yes.
And do you know the name of the procedure that the doctor would use to abort that baby at 21 weeks?
I'm not a doctor, but I believe it's a DNR,
It's called dilation and evacuation. Is that right?
as far as I understand, yes.
Yeah. And first, the doctor would dilate the cervix, but then you got to get the head out. The baby's dead, but maybe not. Maybe it's still in pain. But then you got to get the head out. And even with the cervix dilated, you got to get the head out, which is hard. So then the doctor would go in and use those pliers to crush the baby's head. Is that right?
As far as I
And
understand,
then she'd pull the head out, the crushed skull out, right?
Senator Kennedy, your time has expired here.
Well, you
and
gave
Senator Stabenow
the
is
others
waiting.
plenty of time, Mr. Chairman.
Just letting you know, your time's expired. You have
Okay.
other senators waiting.
Well, I was waiting when you were letting others. I'm sorry you don't want to hear about what happens.
No, I don't think anybody
in
else
an
is going
actual
to- I don't think
abortion, but
anybody else
I
is going
thought that
over.
was what we were here to talk about.
Well, folks, that's what we call a coward. Senator Whitehouse is being essentially a coward, and then he's picking winners and losers in a Senate committee meeting. Just shameful. And he's a coward because he does not want any more of this information to get out and will stop Senator Kennedy when he is legally allowed to, instead of allowing Kennedy to continue the line of thought and the line of questioning, which is, the point of these Senate committee hearings. And that's probably the darkest subject we might ever cover. It is a gruesome thought to know that that's how they do it. Once the baby has reached a certain point, that's how abortions are performed. And obviously, it's a disgusting act. The baby clearly feels the pain. And I kind of feel bad for people who have to undergo this sort of stuff. This stuff is traumatic. These are things that you will never be able to undo. It's going to be tough forgiving yourself for it. I understand that. But this subject needs to be talked about. This subject deserves to be talked about because our rights begin somewhere. And if we don't have the right to life, If we don't have the right to live, if we don't have the right to life, then none of the others matter. It's just that simple, and I know it's a gruesome subject. But man, at least let him speak honestly about it.